Welcome back students in our this session, and today I'm going to teach you the chapter respiratory system. Now before I start with the chapter, we take a quick recap what we have done yesterday. Children, yesterday I taught you about the two main terms, that is breathing and respiration. And as I told you that breathing is a physical process of inhaling and exhaling gases from lungs to promote the gaseous exchange within the body. And respiration is what? It is a biochemical process and that takes place in the cells. Then I taught you about the system. System is what? It is a group of organs that work together to carry out a particular task. Now there are so many systems. This also I told you children that we study in biology, but we are going to study the main system in our that is in our syllabus, that is respiratory system. And respiratory system is what? It is the set of organs that allows a person to breathe and exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. And I also told you about the organs that are associated with the respiratory system. So what are those organs? Nose or nasal cavity, pharynx, and this pharynx is also known as the throat region, and larynx, it is also known as voice box, then trachea or windpipe, then bronchi and lungs. So children, now we start this chapter, respiratory system. So everyone take pencil in your hand so that you can mark the important lines with me. So here we start. Energy is needed by our body to perform various day-to-day physical and metabolic activities. Now this we all know children that we require energy to perform our day-to-day activities, and whether these activities are physical or metabolic. Now as I said physical, it means like walking, dancing, playing, running. All these activities are physical activities, and as I said metabolic, that means the conversion of food. So for both the activities we require energy. Now have you ever thought from where does this energy come from? Now, this energy comes from the food that we eat. Now the respiration, it is a process, it is a biochemical process. That means it occurs in living organisms, and this process, by this process there is a release of energy in our body. So we get the energy by this process of respiration. So underline this line children, that respiration is a biochemical process of energy release in our body. And right here, what is respiration? I hope you all have underlined these two lines and you have written here what is respiration. Now energy is released by the breakdown of the digested foodstuffs during the process of respiration. Now when the food get digested, when there is a breakdown of foodstuffs, during that process the energy is released by the process of respiration. Now it occurs in all living cells and involves oxidation of food. Now as I said, oxidation of food children, that means there is a slow burning of food during this process. Now the energy rich foodstuffs like glucose and fructose, these are energy rich foodstuffs, underline this. They changed into water and carbon dioxide during respiration, accompanied with the release of usable energy in the form of ATP. Now this ATP molecules, the full form of ATP molecules is adenosine triphosphate. Underline it and write its full form. So this energy rich foodstuffs, they get changed into water and carbon dioxide with the release of energy, and they use that energy in the form of ATP molecules. Now we come to the process of respiration children. Now for respiration, there is a constant supply of oxygen which is provided by the process of breathing. Now for this respiration process, we require the constant supply of oxygen, and we get that oxygen through breathing. Now it involves taking in oxygen-rich air during inhalation step. Now inhalation means we inhale oxygen gas and giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide during exhalation step. So inhaling in means taking in, and exhaling means giving out. So this process of taking in oxygen rich air and giving out the carbon dioxide rich air, this process is known as external respiration. So children, underline here with me that taking in oxygen rich air and giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide, this process is known as external respiration. And write a question over here, define external respiration. So I hope you understand that what is external respiration. So children, now turn the page and come to the difference between cellular and respiration and breathing. Now we see the first point for cellular respiration. It is the oxidative breakdown of glucose. Now oxidative means the slow burning of glucose takes place during the cellular respiration. Then for breathing, it is taking in of fresh air and giving out of foul air. This we all know that during the breathing process, we take in oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. Second point for cellular respiration, it is a biochemical process. As I said, that it occurs in living organisms. Then for breathing, it is a physical process. Then third point for cellular respiration, it produces energy and stores it in the form of ATP molecules. Now during the cellular respiration, the energy which produced during this respiration, it is stored in the form of ATP molecules. Then for breathing, it consumes energy. We use our energy during the breathing process. Then fourth point is it occurs in the presence of respiratory enzymes. The cellular respiration, this occurs in the presence of certain respiratory enzymes. But for breathing, we do not require any kind of enzymes. Then for cellular respiration, it is an intracellular process. Now as I said, intracellular, this means children that it takes place within the cell. You can write here, underline this word intracellular and write within the cell. So this respiration takes place within the cell. Then for breathing, it is an extracellular process. Now as I said, extracellular, it means it takes place outside the cell. So underline this word also and write down outside the cell. So have you all written? Now see the sixth point. It occurs at the same speed. This cellular respiration, it occurs at the same speed. There is no increase or decrease in its speed. Then for breathing, its speed may increase or decrease depending on the body functions. So in breathing, the speed, it may increase or sometimes it may decrease. It depends on the body function. Now for today, this much is over. Thank you.